United States of Europe giving the EU the respect they deserve by making fun of them just like the US. Last week, why it's okay to like Germany again. This week, why it's okay to hate Germany again. World leaders converged at the UN General Assembly this week, kicked off by Pope Francis, calling for all humanity to fight climate change, and fight poverty, and fight injustice, and stop abusing animals. The Pope ended his trip by smacking every American on the finger with a ruler. And of course, there were some Americans who disagreed with Pope Francis, for example, on climate change. For example, Republican candidate Jeb Bush, who discredited the Pope as not a scientist, even though the Pope graduated with a degree in chemistry, making him a scientist. Do your research, man. Bush replied that research is against his religion. But there is an increasing amount of climate initiatives coming from the White House to California and even from China, which announced its first ever carbon cap and trade program. Ah! China! That's like France saying, I'm going to cut down a bit. Or Italy saying, I'm going to try driving lessons. Or Scotland saying, I'm going to stop getting drunk and starting fights for no reason. Or like Volkswagen saying, we should be honest about how much our cars are polluting. Yes, we're talking about Dieselgate. Dieselgate, the best name for a scandal since Vin Diesel was allowed to make Riddick. How did you greenlight this film? What did you know and when did you know it? To be fair, Volkswagen didn't lie about all its car models. For example, if you've ever had an Audi behind you on the highway, you'll know Audi's marketing slogan is basically, F you, Earth. But the Dieselgate revelation is especially egregious since Volkswagen's aggressive ad campaign to convince us that diesel is so green.
Aren't diesels dirty?
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, that used to be dirty. This is 2015.
No.
This week, the EU determines if VW also cheated in the European market. Good news, so far it looks like they didn't. Bad news, they didn't need to because EU emissions enforcement is so lax. And now there's evidence that the EU knew about some cheating from a report in 2011 and another in 2013. Now, there have been quotes from transport ministers in the US and in Germany, but one wonders, where is the transport commissioner for the EU? Is there one? It turns out, yes, there is. Her name is Violeta Bulc from Romania, and here's her address. So Germany, perhaps you deserve some of the criticism for allowing this Volkswagen scandal to happen, like this in the New York Times. But you also have to blame the watchdog in Brussels, who's not so much a watchdog as someone doing her impression of an ostrich. For United States of Europe, I'm Greg Shapiro.